So, once again, the King of Fighters collab has been leaked. This actually, is very exciting though. Now I know a thing about leaks, I play Apex Legends, so I know a thing or two about leaks, yeah. But, um, it was leaked by this guy, I'm not gonna pronounce that, but yeah, apparently the King of Fighters collab is coming either next patch or after Halloween. So I'm gonna make a prediction and say that it's coming in like 2 weeks. Like I say in 2 weeks would be fine. Now, when it came to the Attack on Titans collab, I think the collab came like what, like a week or two after it left JP. So who knows? Maybe the collab may come next patch. Maybe it'll come in 2 weeks. Um, Now, as for the Collab Heroes, these guys are very good. Now, Mai, she's my favorite out of the bunch. Now, Mai is actually the only one in the group I actually know. Like, I didn't know. I don't think I knew who Kia was. I didn't know about Rugo and I didn't know about Athena. Um, but Mai, she was like the only one out of the bunch I knew, and yeah, she's pretty good. She's very beautiful as well, not gonna lie. But Mai, she she has some very good cars. Her first car, the Police Ultimate Mood Gauge, on the rank 1 and rank 2, and on the rank 3 it depletes the Ultimate Mood Gauge by 3 orbs, so it's like Green Merlin's car. And she has an amplified card as well, so it's like Red Escanor. And here's here's what I really like about her though. She has a passive that when the hero's skills are ranked up, it increases her basic stats by 15% for 2 turns. So you can run her with Gother and Arthur. Like she can actually replace Red Escanor. I mean, not really. I mean, Red Escanor has a an AOE Ultimate Moon Gauge card where he takes off everyone's Ultimate Moon Gauge, but mine can be very strong as well. Um, but besides like Gother and Arthur, she doesn't really have any other routine that she can run with. I mean, I saw a few people running her with like Droll, but as you can see, Droll's not on global yet, and I'm not sure when Droll's gonna be out, but probably gonna be until like November or probably December when he comes out. I say like I think that Marvel's doing a thing where every 5 or 6 months they're gonna release the unit. I guess that explains why Gloxinia isn't out yet, which I've been wondering for the past few months. But yeah, she's very good. I really do hope I pull her when she comes to global, because um obviously she's my favorite out of the bunch. I would really like to have her in my box. The next hero, Kyo. Kyo is very good. He has a passive where at the start of every turn he applies 2 ignite effects for 3 turns, and it's on all enemies, which is so good. And for each ignite effect on the enemy reduces the damage dealt to allies by 5%. This excludes Deathmatch, of course. But yeah, that's a very good passive. That's one of the best looking passives I've seen, actually. He has a cold destruction card, so it's just like Red Estarossa. Um, he increases his damage dealt per debuff on the target. Um, so if you get like a rank 3 with him, he's gonna do some massive damage. And he has a Scorch card which increases damage dealt by 25% per ignite on the target. Um, and that's an AoE. So, yeah, Kyo's very good. Like, he's very good in PvP, and like gear and ungeared, and yeah, he's just a pretty good unit. If you have anyone that you are gear, Kyo's definitely one of them. He does pretty good. Um, you know, especially on a team with like Moleskula and Green Monsby, like if you run in like an Ignite team, that can be very good. I already seen Green Monsby hit up big numbers when the target is damaged or when the target has ignites. I've seen Monsby hit up big damage. So just imagine someone like Moleskula who's already bringing those ignites if the target doesn't attack, and then you have Kyo who's gonna ignite them every turn, and then you have Monsby who's gonna do some massive damage. That's gonna be a very destructive team. Very destructive team. Now the next character is Rugo. Now Rugo is he's very good. Now the thing about him, I really don't care about him. I'm not saying that he's bad. He's not bad at all. He's actually pretty damn good. It's just if you've seen my videos, you would know that I hate Pierce. I do not like Pierce. I'm not saying I lose to Pierce like all the time. I actually haven't. I don't remember losing a match to a Pierce team. I beat them all the time, but with Rugo is basically going to strengthen Pierce. And he has a very dangerous passive, which when the hero survives with HP below 50%, removes debuffs and fully heals himself. And he increases his own stats by 15%. This is obviously once per battle, because if this was like twice per battle, then he would be like the best character in the game. But yeah, that's a dangerous passive. He's actually very dangerous. So yeah, obviously you can run him with Blue Demon Meliodas and Blue Lilia and that crap. So yeah, he has a Pierce card, and he has a single target card that decreases attack related stats by 20% for 1 to 2 turns. And his ultimate is charge, pretty good. And ignores defense, and he's very destructive. Um if I didn't hate Pierce, if I didn't hate Pierce so much, I would actually like him, but Uh, I would say he's definitely a very good character. It's just I just hate Pierce. I just don't like the thing. But if you do like Pierce, then he's like a must-have for you. I've seen the numbers that this guy did running alongside Lilia and Blue Demon Meliodas. It's like the match will be done in like 1 to 2 turns, which that's pretty damn good. But that's also pretty boring if you're gonna ask me. Like, don't you like want like a competitive match? Why would you want to end like the match in like 2 turns? I don't know. If that's you, then go ahead. Now Athena is well, she's like I don't want to be hard on her. Like she is very adorable, but she the only great thing about her is her passive. Her passive is when allies defeat enemies on allies' turns, reduce all enemies' ultimate move gauge by 2 ores at the end of your turn in PvP. And yeah, that's actually insane right there. So imagine someone thinking they're gonna get their ultimate, and then Athena comes out and basically eats up 2 ores. That's very funny. Otherwise, her cards are eh. I mean, she actually has a card right here that hits up to 500%. It cancels stances and stuns. So it's like Blue Arthur's card, and she has a detonate card as well that hits. Obviously it does more damage for each ultimate move gauge on the target. So I don't know, and she has an ultimate that cancels stances. I I wish this was something else, Like the only person that really does a stance on PvP is Green Esterosa. Like there's other characters out there that does stances, but do you really see them around? Like there's who? There's Blue Hauser. Like Blue Hauser is never seen on PvP. The only time you're gonna ever see him is maybe in like the lower brackets of geared PvP. So if you're like bronze and all that, you're probably gonna see him, and I mean that's a bot right there. Obviously bots are like the easiest things in the game to beat. They're never hard at all. The easiest they're the easiest guys to beat. So like Green Esterosa is really like the only character that you see doing stances. Otherwise that you don't really see anyone else doing stances. So unless you're like fighting like Esterosa, then this ultimate's kind of useless. At least she does like a lot of damage. I mean her if you 6-6 her, she's gonna do like over 1,500 damage. I mean not 1,050 damage, my bad. Um but Athena's I never honestly I don't know who this girl is. I mean, she looks pretty adorable. I'm not trying to be hard on her. She can be pretty good. I can see her working in some cases, but in reality her passive is like the only real thing going for her because stances ain't really a big deal on PvP. So yeah, that's all the characters. That's everyone. Now if we look at this patch, I'm not sure this will be the same thing coming. Now, actually, the AOT basically had the same thing, like on JP. When it came to global, it basically had the same thing, except some things changed, like the freaking 5-star awakening stones. Like you can only do like that. You can only do like the 5-star awakening stones grinding for like 5 times a day. That was dumb. That was very dumb. Obviously, there's going to be tickets that are coming out with these guys. So if you're like a massive spender, then this is for you, obviously. As for the banner, we don't know who's going to be on the banner because there's actually a few characters on here that are not on global yet. So like Rahidi, um, Lucio, like those guys are on global, yes. I'm not sure who's gonna be in their spots. I really do not. I really hope it's not anyone like Griamore or any of those freaking characters that you see all the time on these banners, like Gila, Jericho, Hauser. Like, no, do not put those guys on this banner, please. Um, but everything else you can come to this site, the database website and read the patch. I mean, everything from JP may come to Globo, or they may just switch a lot of stuff up, and then we're gonna be rioting. Well, not me, but probably some other people. But yeah, that was the rundown on these guys. There's there's Kyo, there's Omega, and Athena, or I mean Rugo, not Omega. I remember I kept calling him Omega. No, it's just Rugo. That's his last name's Omega. Yeah, his last name's Omega. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this collab. This collab's gonna be pretty damn fun. I remember seeing the videos on like the arcade mode. The arcade mode actually looks pretty fun. So I'm looking forward to this collab, and I'm looking forward to Mai. I really do hope I pull her. And that's my time. So if you guys will be pulling on the KOF collab, let me know. Uh, Probably not run through all your diamonds, because remember, guys, Elizabeth is still coming. Most likely in 2 months, but I don't know. Knowing that Marvel, they can like drop her in like I don't know, like 4 weeks from now. Who knows? Anyway, you guys take care and Peace out. Okay, before you guys come at me in my comment section, it wasn't Blue Hauser, it was Green Hauser. Yeah, I was just obviously I was thinking a lot in the moment. Like I didn't really care about I don't really care about Hauser's SR units at all. Well yeah, Green Hauser's is the one that does stances. Okay. That's now it for me. Okay. Bye bye.